Peace, love, and light, everybody. Peace. Hope everyone's doing well. We are upon Memorial Day weekend. And more is going to be revealed. There's going to be a lot of fires. It's so dry where I am here in the Northeast right now. Well, where I am, I could see easily how fires could start. And the sun is so hot, which, for anyone who knows, we're dealing with Orion's sun right now. Maybe you don't know. But the black star, which, put a glass out on your deck. If you have a really dry deck, be careful. It can catch on fire. Seriously. So, I don't know. I came on here actually because what I posted about that was just some people, just things I've experienced and people I've met on my path. And I've been hearing kind of a lot of that message about to not converse with the dead. The scripture, I don't know. I don't know if scripture says that or not, but and I'm listening to this what? Clearly your meat suit stays here, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You are made of the earth and, from your skin and bone. But your soul is alive. It's more alive than it is. It's alive enough to vibrate into this frequency of this body. That's pretty alive. So that's a weird statement right there. That's a weird belief concept, right? And then, I don't know. I guess I'm just guided to talk about this for whoever gives a shit. Remembering the first time I ever saw Christ on the cross as a kid. That is some horrifying stuff. As a little kid going into a church, seeing a man pinned to a cross. Like, what? What kind of concept is that? That's horrifying. And, it's us, too. Pinned to a cross here in this world. For the flesh. In the flesh. We're not pinned. Our soul's always free, but clearly not until whenever our time is to leave this earth. I guess it depends on how you look at that. But yes, breaking those chains. Don't sacrifice the Messiah. That's disgusting. That's really disgusting. That never made sense to me either. For you're already made of him in her. That's where our chemistry and our biology comes from, is Christ. Or else we would not be here. No. The iron in the blood, the plasma, pinned to a dimension. It's not funny, but no, I remember seeing that as a kid, being horrified. Not knowing his name, just walking into this building that I don't know. Some churches are amazing and have great energy, and some just don't. I remember listening to the reverend or minister, whomever, talking about what he was saying God was. And I mean, I'm little. I'm not already programmed from this stuff here. And I knew and I spoke up. And I said, you're not talking about God. And I was 3. Because everything was fear and bondage and, punishing and fear. No. I get the fear of stuff happening in the 3D world. You know what I mean? I get that. That's, fear can be real, even though it's false evidence appearing real. Sorry, that's just how I understand it. That's what gets you through the fear, that you're more than this place. So now the Vatican's going to come out and talk about the supernatural and paranormal that they tried to keep secret for so long, because now everything has to be revealed. We are in this time, everything, even though you already know it, and most of us already know all this stuff, and stuff we don't know we'll be like, aha, okay. I'm going to probably blow our mind and sit us down too. Even though, I don't know about you, but I've got a good idea, a good concept. Doesn't mean it won't rattle me to the core, because the Vatican has some really serious secrets. Probably who Christ is on the cross, which I do feel like it's Morning Star. Morning Star fell, right? So wouldn't that mean Morning Star fell? You know what I mean? And then about the Baphomet. So it's going to get interesting. The dragons that are here. You got to talk about the dragons. But we'll find out. I just find it interesting. So everything has to be revealed now. Those chains are breaking. The Vatican's been the one having the chains on us. And this is not organized religion. This is just, we're talking about energy. Heavy, dark energy that has deceived most into thinking it's all love and light. You should never have to sacrifice something to know love. True love. True love is not a sacrifice. Ever. It shouldn't be, because then it's not true love. So I'm not a Bible thumper at all, and I'm not claiming to know much, but this is just what's sticking out, like some of these characters that had to, sacrifice. Like, what? And then then people thinking that's a loving God. That's a weird concept to me. So I still go back to that 3-year-old little girl remembering seeing a man nailed to a cross in a building that everybody went and took his body and blood. That's really kind of gross. Really is, if you really think about it. It's really gross. And then they don't want you talking to the dead, which is no such thing. Not really. Because you're a soul. You're alive. God is supernatural. Angels are supernatural. They're alive. They're just in a different form. Maybe that too. I mean, some of us know a lot, and then so maybe many of this won't be as shocking. It's just gonna be more of a yeah, we kind of knew that kind of thing. Never in my life have I because if you know anything about like demonology, when you do any kind of friggin' exorcist, and some people don't believe that's even real or it doesn't work. I don't know, man. I don't ever want to find out. But you have to go through channels to the Vatican, to the bishop, to all these weird levels to get permission. Think about that. To get permission to help a soul be released of a demonic entity. Why would you ever need to do that? Unless it's their demon. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me either. Like, that's why when Ed Warren started doing that, deliverance and stuff, because they would have to go through all that, Ed and Lorraine. And I'm clearly paraphrasing here, but you have to go through the archdiocese, and it's like, what? Why would you have, there's all these layers that you have to get permission, and it has to be in writing. So they're documenting these demons. Yeah. And there's going to be more being revealed. A lot more. It's going to be disturbing for a lot of people. Not to be all morbid and everything, because it's not morbid, it's just reality, man. There's a lot of angelic energy here. We're being hit with it. That's what's creating the storms. To me, I see it, these storms are the higher energies pushing down these lower energies and reveal. Like, hey, that's a claw. That ain't a tornado. It's a huge claw. Oh, hey, that's a huge dragon you're looking at. Not a tornado. It's a huge giant walking across the field, but it moves at a different speed than us, so it looks like a tornado. We've been programmed and trained in society to think this way. And so therefore, when you really start understanding that it's more than just this way, it's so far out there. It's just, you're crazy. That's so far out there. No, man, it isn't. It is not that far out. You're a soul being. that makes you supernatural, that makes you immortal, passing through this weird world. As we walk through the shadow of valley of death, where we fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff. We are really just supposed to be experiencing and observing here. Take what you need and leave the rest. And then the battle is on, because now they want fear. So these storms will create fear, right? Most, realistically, to most people, storms are fearful because it's supernatural. And they're collecting souls, man. They are. If people pass through, souls are leaving anyway. I don't know if they're collecting them. I don't know how that works. But you definitely have Anubis and Michael here, so that's how that works. That's a thing. But I just thought I'm hearing that through these messages, and not to put, I think they're amazing messages. I'm not putting anybody's messages down whatsoever. That's not the concept of this. This is just, I find it interesting that they are getting messages from a higher, who they feel is God, saying that, and that's just like, but God's supernatural. Like, what do you mean? So basically, none of us should talk to each other because we're dead, and we're the walking dead, we're the flesh, and I don't know how any other way to take that. There's a lot of fear. The whole Constantine thing. I'm not an expert at any of this whatsoever. This is just one I think I'm supposed to pay attention to for a significant reason. And that's been coming up with Constantine, with the cross. And the crosses, like vampires, things like that. I don't know. Something's really going on, though, at another level of supernatural. I feel it because I'm talking about it. Something bigger is going on, or going to be revealed. Clearly it's going on. But, like, it's going to be revealed. The wheat and the tare. I don't even know what that means. I gotta look that up. The wheat and the tare. Hey, Jody. Just having these cosmic conversations about God and the angels and these demonic entities, and how I think upside down it is. I think that's what we're seeing. Going to be revealed, and we already know that anyway. But I was just thinking about that. Like, you have to, when you do that, and I don't even know if I think everything, that Holy Spirit means possessed. That's the other thing. In Hebrews, it means to possess. That's why, back in the day, they'd be like, I don't know what possessed you to do that. That's where that comes from. The Holy Spirit is a possession where, like, if you know anything about the judgment card and even the tarot, just to use as a template, Gabriel's horn, a frequency raising the dead, that would be like us. Raising your consciousness, raising the flesh, for this time. And I read what you're saying here. Hi, love. Hi, Mindy. I couldn't see my screen because of the light, so I'm in the shade right now. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yes. When you made. I talk to my mom all the time. Like, my mom, I've had some really cool experiences that it's my mother. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. It's my mom. And she knows how gifted I am. And she understands that I would be able to handle, I don't know, a level. Like, it's interesting because when she left her body, my mom, my daughter had, she had, like, the camera in the kids' room, but even though she was at my house, and my grandson got up and then went to the other kids, and we knew that was my mother. Like, I don't know, it was really, like, she shows me a lot. It's like, even if I'm questioning, she'll show me more. I'm like, okay, mom. So because I am open to receive and see and understand, I think that's important. Hi, Gata. We already have retract. People just can't help themselves, Jody. They just can't, man. I don't know what the comment said, but, like, they just can't help themselves. I can view it, but not gonna waste my time. Gata, you had some amazing captures. Pretty sure that was Sobek. Yeah, from yesterday. And I don't know. I'm looking at one of the videos you posted yesterday. I'm still like looking at the images because it's one. I definitely see one as Sobek. I definitely see that one. There's one as Sobek. That it's not a. I mean, anyone. If you think it's a dragon, that's cool. No, you know what I mean. But I just see Sobek, and just wanted to share that with you. And not trying to ever like overstep your feet either. Like if you don't want me to put, I won't do that either. Like I just drawn to certain energy to show, and clearly it's you that caught it. But I don't know, just who I am, man. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm learning as I go too. Hi. I guess that's the word. Yeah. Well, I research so that I want to know what we're looking at, and I know maybe sometimes I'm not meant to know. That can be frustrating sometimes. Gotta be honest with you, but I know in time it'll be shown to me. So that's about my faith as well. My faith, and my know and my connection with my faith, and be like, and I get shown signs because sometimes no, I don't know, but I definitely the cobra has been such a sign. Whew, I saw it this morning, and literally the guy, he was talking about his messages he's getting from the divine. And he had a map out on his table, and literally like a picture of a map with a cobra on it. It was on the United States. I'm like, yeah, that's not a coincidence. That's definitely a sign, because we know that. I don't know. I think I'm not supposed to say the name of it because I can never remember the name of the cobra anymore. So I don't think I'm supposed to say the name of it. So I'm not going to. You know who I'm talking about. But there's other cobras too, because we have to be careful of that. All of it actually, because we have Sekhmet up there. She doesn't have, I don't know if she has cobras on her. She definitely has 6 serpents as her lower extremities. And she's the protector of Ra. Because if Ra is here, it's really just simple. It really is. If Ra's here, Ra's here, you just look up who's supposed to protect him, the guardians connected to, but there's more too. But like, they're there in the veil. They're there in the veil. I think Set is the skeletal Anubis looking creature, because I never seen Anubis look like that. Anubis is always formed, very formed, where this other one is more like, down by you, Gata, those skulls that people like in Texas and stuff put on their wall. I don't know what it's called, but it's like that I think is Set. Hey, Faith. That's all I can be, is just me. Look at all the things in here. You'll see them. They're just forming so. I mean, maybe not to everybody, but I see them everywhere. I see a lot of things. They do travel in groups. They do. They go on a cycle, which is in the book of Enoch. It talks about that, the carousel, the that goes around, and the matter that they're actually blowing out now more is not. It's taken on more solid form. It's looking very solid. Before it would look like a cloud. No, it's not. It's taken on solid. So they're taking on our matter because the shield is down. My take on it, just my take. The shield around Earth has to do with clearly Orion. Everything points to it, right? It's a shield. They show us in like all these sci-fi movies, shields up, But that one is it's taken I'm guessing Ra to break through it for a reason, because it's Orion that has this place captured. And Orion, because what we're on, I feel, and sense and see, is Tiamat is gold. And if you read anything up on Nibiru, it talks about how the Sumerians come for the gold, for their atmosphere. She's gold. That's why we have the gold rush, and all that stuff. Um, and that's why gold is so important, and silver. There's certain minerals that are. She's gold, man. They showed us actually in the the Celestial movie there that um Marvel put out. And they show us in other things. They show us in everything. They just show us in everything. Um, Game of Thrones, which is just a painful experience, but the dragons are real. And then, how the winter people, whatever, I forget what they're called, something walkers, um, got one of those dragons. So I think it's something like I think it's something along that. And you notice there's not a lot of information on dragons. You got to really dig for it. You do. That's because they're the best kept secret. Yeah, the dome, the firmament. It's an energy shield. And they are scratching through it. They have been. They got through the Ouroboros, which is the serpent. And they got through. Let's put it that way. They got through. They're through. They're just scratching more. It's just like an Avengers when they have the Panther has the shield up. I can't think of the name of what the end game one. It's the same idea. They show us in everything, and they're willing to sacrifice themselves to get through it. All right, it's hot out. It's definitely. My phone's like super hot. Yeah, definitely. They believe our ancestors and angels. Absolutely. They leave us signs. So now that 1-0, that means a bunch of different things from how I'm, excuse me, understanding it. I had to come in. My phone's actually getting really hot. So I'm going to just put my phone here for a minute. Wow, my phone's really hot to hold. That has to do with clearly your memories, Metatron. I remember in 2020, I woke up, just before I woke from my sleep, I dreamt of this receipt that had all these ones and zeros on it, like a bunch of them, and I wrote them down when I sat up. I knew they were significant, and then I was understanding it's like Metatron codes, the Matrix codes, but I also feel like it has something to do with the betrayal of Thoth. I do, I really do. Like, it really rung a bell with me with that, with the ones and the zeros, with that, like for us to remember, whatever that is for you to remember, because we're all going to remember different stuff, but we're going to remember the same stuff too. It's connected. Is how I understand the ones and the zeros and the code. That's like clearly the codes to the Matrix, which would be Thoth, or maybe even Enki. Some feel Enki's connected to the Matrix and Enlil. Well, they are, but the numbers have something to do with them too, and they're here. They're definitely here. They've been seen in the veil. Did you see that picture I posted from World of Signs? Like, it's a huge sack. They're gonna say it's a planet. It's a sack. I mean, maybe it's a planet, but it's a sack. It looks like a birthing sack. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's just a lot. There's just 155 on the clock. There's just a lot going on here. Okay, let me find a spot here. Clear a space. Clear a space. Let me pull up the picture. It's nice and cool in here. Oh, go back. Come back, Jack. Come back. I'm interested. I really am interested in the what the Vatican's gonna, you know, spill. But you have to remember the false flags too. And that's the other thing with oh man, I don't like that whole Russia and China thing. Um, I definitely don't like that. That was wow to me because I saw a picture of like shaking hands, coming in like they're gonna really help us, and they're not. And I've had dreams of that, not knowing. Like I've had dreams of the streets filled with soldiers and barbed wire and fires and like prison camp, like a bad battle happened, which I think is a memory too, but I think it's something that may come. I hope it doesn't. I pray it doesn't. I really pray it doesn't. But it's then there's gonna be a lot of things that may happen. This dragon's huge. I mean, these dragons are just okay. Where's the picture? Oh, here it is. This is a sack. I mean, or it's part of a dragon. Hold on. See, it's skin, man. That's skin. It's not a planet. It's skin. That's skin all day long. Look at that. I mean, come the freak on, man. That thing's huge. It's like touchdown, touchdown. That is skin. Yes, the one. Yes, yes, Gator. Oh God, yeah, Mindy, please be careful where you are. I think of you all the time when I hear about your state. I do, for real. I would not lie to you. I think of you and I pray you're safe. Same with Jody. Like for all of you who I do. Pennsylvania, got some peeps out there that I say prayers for as well. Because that's that with Ohio and Philly, that's a big portal right there. It's huge. A very large one. It's connected to New York. It's connected to I feel 5 states. I got 5, um, and then wasn't really surprised about the tornado in Iowa. There's just the levels of tornadoes that the being hit, touching ground. Like if that's supernatural. That is supernatural. That's supernatural. It's being fed too, don't get me wrong, and it is. I understand that too. But they know how to do that. They understand the Vatican's letting you know about the supernatural without even saying a word yet. So now you have to put those pieces together for those who haven't yet of everything that's been going on here. They've been feeding it. You can feed the supernatural. You know how you can feed the supernatural? With energy, with EMF energy, electricity, seeding. It's so big. It's deep. It is so deep. Yeah. It's magic. Yes, they do. Oh, really, Gator? Oh, well, they have been. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that too about the areas that they're. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's what some of the wall was. It does see the next, so it's like that's how like I guess my template is 1133 as I say this has been the just experiencing paranormal my whole life and then investigating it and learning with the tools that are out there, right? I remember when they came out with the EMF pump, and I thought, huh, well, we have that all around us. If you have cable TV, that's an EMF, you know what I mean? I mean, pick a feature. You have a telephone. So, like, I just, like, things started clicking more and more, especially when they came out with Spirit showing up on Xbox. It's like, okay, then. Alrighty. We're already in it, like, but I don't think some paranormal investigators even understood that at that time, and that's okay. I don't know if they do now, or maybe they do, I don't know. So, yeah, anyway, so that's really, that looks like a brain. That looks like a piece, part of a brain. Brain or skin, one of the two. I mean, that is not a regular, that's not, I mean, that's not a tornado. I know it's, they say it's a tornado, but no way. That's something, that's like claws right here. That's a huge creature. That is a huge creature right there. Creature feature. Anyone remember creature feature? Creature double feature? I know I'm aging myself here, but like, yeah. Read your ancient mythology so you understand if you don't already. I know many of you do that are here with me. I mean, come on, look at the side. That could be a ship too, in all honesty. For real, that could be a ship. They're gonna look not like we think. But that's, I mean, you could see the eye on it. It looks like a duck, a weird duck head right there. But those are like, those are nails, people. That's a nail. That is a nail. Yeet, that's a big nail. Thing's huge. Look at, they're like, we're gonna cover it up here. Oh, or is that part of it? It's not. That thing's huge. Look, it's got the symbol of the Sith on it. Look at the size. I mean, it's just, God bless the dude that was there. Reed Timmons, I think his name is. Like, they're true boots on the ground paranormal, whether they call themselves that or not. They're true boots on the ground paranormal investigators. Like, they're going for the gold, man. You can even see some of a face in this. They're showing you the huge giants that are coming through, and whether they realize it or not. And ships, and you know, it's going to be, and dragons, and they're that large, man. They're that large. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. No, it is going through a cleansing. I did post that too, so no coincidences on that. Come to think of it. Come to think of it. Yeah. So yeah, we have the energy of these, of Uranus and Jupiter's grandfather and Saturn's father. This matters, man. In 3D, very simple words. Uranus is father sky, nothing, nothingness for the level of nothingness. Do you remember the planet? What was that from Marvel? The planet Nowhere. I think it was Nowhere. I don't know why I thought of that. Because there is movement in his or her consciousness. So when Uranus moves, thinks emotions, Saturn, contraction, crystallization. I was talking about that, like a contraction, crystallization, and we're seeing that form. Okay, and then next, unfortunately, consciousness has a reaction, spasm, a soul burst. This word exists in Old English. Tick-tock, a rhythm, an inhale and an exhale. No kidding. No kidding. Okay, the spasm is basically, we're talking about giving birth here. Consciousness has imposed little death on itself, creates Jupiter. Jupiter and the legend kills Saturn. That's the spasm. The light, spirit, pure consciousness takes over again, which is the tic-tac rhythm, like bing bong. I wonder if that's a bing bong. Then Jupiter is going to infuse its frequency regularly into the world of manifestation. Yeah, Jupiter's really strong. Wow, it's luck too. Meeting Saturn, of course, and it's complicated. More planets. They call. Still don't know. I have to delete that word. I think it's something completely different. But we make it simple. Taurus in our matrix is the land of manifestation of the gods. Uranus and Jupiter, the grandfather and grandchild, who happens to be the king of Olympus, which we all know who that is, Zeus, who accepted the initiation path for humans. The conjunction. Oh my God, I was just talking about that the other day. Like, these are conjunction of like gods, right? Deities, not human. I don't know. Like, we clearly fit into that somehow, but I don't know. I got a deeper understanding about it. What is in fact going on in the spiritual level, the higher up, with the participation of humankind, of manifested world, the creators evolve. Your God Creator, assisted by all the work done and down there by everyone in his anchor on earth, merging spirit and matter. Yep. They're transitioning the matter from Siren to Vega. Lyran government happened in 2014. This came from the Archangel Michael. It's a website I connect to that resonates with me with Archangel Michael. The Creator God and all of the galaxy are taking a step. The consciousness that you are a part of has evolved and is moving up in terms of frequency and organization. Earth and you must evolve simultaneously according. So we're being like that integration I've been like talking about, like some like wildly we've been integrating this the whole time because we should have been destroyed, but we're not, right? Or maybe we are, we don't know it. So then there was this with Jupiter Uranus conjunction, breaking down the old paradigm. Mars is meeting Rahu. Oh, that's fun. And the north node of energetic window used by the cosmic lord to move humankind into a specific direction. Action is taken with the approval of Father Sky. Let's go with it instead of resisting. It is also your time to act. How dedicated are you to the collective well-being? And divine feminine and masculine are rising up as well through this matter matrix, is how I've been understanding it. The ones that are doing the work, because they're hearing the call, they're listening to it. They're just, it's a natural thing. It's consciousness too, but you can't fake that divine masculine and feminine, especially the twin unions. I don't care who you are, you can't fake that. You can't. There's been a lot of deception with it collectively, yes, but now you can't. You won't be able to. It'll be undeniable. You won't be able to fake that. So take that or leave that. This is because it's a spiritual call. Okay. The north node points to our target, which is collective compass. Our compass leading our focus. As the dragon head is the thinking and leading part of the deity, ding, 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 activating the manifestation process during the eclipse, we have thus three components of intent merging. Are you going to resist? And I'm not saying that like by any means, no, that eclipse we all know is evil. Okay, it was evil. So I feel that's more, I hate to say it like this, but like faith is, I don't even like the word hate. Sorry, delete. Like faith being tested again, but it's not really tested because your faith never wavers. Do you know what I mean? But this energy is, it's gonna try. It's gonna try. It's gonna try because it knows this, the galactic scales are here, man. You got Archangel Michael here. There's just, you can't run and hide from Archangel Michael. So mankind is forced, which is Mars and Uranus, into a new life cycle following the galactic adjustment. Libra, the scales, which is Ma'at energy, pushes towards the new equilibrium of forces. That's why some of you are dizzy. Between the cosmic consciousness and humanity, between nations on Earth, and between human beings. More harmony is needed to adjust our consciousness with our spiritual north. Not the outside stuff that's telling, no, your spiritual inside stuff, because it's an inside job. No, you know, it did. It was evil. I know. But I'm going to go with, I'm just letting you know, Gay to Sky is commenting, and 100 with this him. Eclipse was evil, initiated by an era of negative intrusion. Absolutely. Because that was not divine. There was nothing divine about that. That's when the Cobra came in. Apep. That's why. Apep is highly evil, or lowly evil, or whatever, to get to do whatever battle it does with Ra. And now we're seeing it. We're seeing the battle of Ra, I feel, with these storms. And all these other, whoever else is going on. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And, but, we can't forget about Tiamat in this equation. For she is rising. She is rising. It's the emergence of her. It's the emergence of her. And she's self-sustaining. She's really powerful. She's the creation of all, you know? Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Yes. Yeah. Keep reminded. Stay in your faith, faith, to help you stay awake instead of being tested. Yes. Gonna be a lot of ruses and a lot of reveals. A lot of reveals. Undeniable reveals. Um, yes, APEP has been in and out. Yes, but they did something with this. That's my point. The eclipse had to do, it was some kind of ritual. Yes, she has been Scooby-Dooing around the skies. Yes, she has, and she's let us know it. But something to do with that eclipse had to do with the cobra, whether it was a ritual or whatever. It's still about that with Ra, and I don't know. It's probably way more than clearly we even know, and probably very shocking. I would go with very shocking. Yeah, she's been right over my head a couple of years ago. I'm standing outside right by the tennis courts, and I had just, filmed some stuff, and it was like, we call it like really hazed over and stuff. I think it was winter, and I felt like something watching. And I look up and I took a picture and I looked at it, and you could see this big serpent eye and face. And I was like, holy shit, that thing's huge. Oh my god, like I was like, that's like there was undeniable, and I'm wondering if that's what this says right here, this energy right here. Here we go, because that would be the same texture as a cobra, and it would be the same texture as a cobra. So yeah, she has been. Maverick and I have been watching her bang through the firmament like a few years back. She was right in Michigan, actually, by the lighthouse. Mm-hmm. I think we thought it was a dragon at first, and it wasn't. It was because I think it was maybe this is Leviathan too, because Leviathan is here as well. We can't forget about Leviathan, and Thoth is a double-headed dragon. Um, it's like really important to know the dragons, man. Tiamat's a dragon. We got huge Lyran cat beings here. Sekhmet is here. Maybe that's a Lyran being. Maybe she's Lyran, but she's and then we can't forget about Lilith either, because she's here. She's been here. She walked through that fire back in Walnut in Indiana. She was huge, undeniable. And we've had some people out there. We've had some people out there trying to raise the damn serpent. So maybe that was part of the ritual for APEP. Maybe that's the rituals these people on these dark seers were trying to do here. It's been a group effort. Remember when I said about the satanic con, and not just those who went there. You got people trickled all across the land that are doing their little dark shit. And I'm not afraid to call you out. I've been calling you out the whole time. Doing your little dark crap, your dark grimoires and your dark magic to raise this thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know. Lyrans are so high. Yeah, they're so high vibrational. They will make you laugh. And they always say, and they do, they always say smile because it opens your crown chakra when you're meditating. Or anything you're doing, just smile. Opens your crown chakra. They're funny. They're really funny. I think they're funny. They have a really nice vibration. Very safe, very regal, royal. It's just a whole different amazing energy. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you go. My phone is definitely draining. It's 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone be safe out there, okay? While you're filming, especially. Oh, please. While you're filming, be careful. Peace, everybody.